सलीम बयोजोन एकेडमी। आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं मेंडल एंड हिज कंट्रीब्यूशन। मेंडल ने जेनेटिक्स में क्या कंट्रीब्यूट किया? सो लेट्स सी। जीजे ग्रेगर जॉन मेंडल is the father of genetics. He is known as father of genetics. He was born on 22nd July 1822. You can say 19th century. Second, he is the native of Austria. Mendel, for his work, selected edible pea or garden pea. For his work, he selected garden pea. Garden pea is also known as edible pea. And the scientific name of this garden pea is Pisum sativum. Now, there is one more pea which is called as wild pea. Don't get confused. So I am writing it here. There is one more pea that is called as wild pea, or also known as sweet pea. And the scientific name is Lithyrus odoratus. So this is different and this is different. Mendel worked on Pisum sativum. So on Pisum sativum, he worked for 7 years. He worked for 7 years. Remember, from the year 1856 to 1863. So for 7 years he worked, and after working on Pisum sativum for 7 years, he gave, after working for 7 years, he gave laws of Mendel or postulates of Mendel. He gave postulates or laws of inheritance. His postulates or laws were read in 2 meetings. 2 meetings of natural history of society run in the year 1965. He wrote some papers and one of the paper is plant hybridization, experiments of plant hybridization So this is one of the important paper written by Mendel, and this paper is published, and this paper is published in, remember, Proceedings of Natural History of Society, Brunn, in the year 1966. And finally, Mendel died in the year 1840. Sorry, this is 1866. And Mendel died in the year 1884 without any recognition of his work. Without any recognition of his work. Remember, he worked on Poisson satire. तो हमने देखा मेंडल ने पी प्लांट के ऊपर काम किया 7 साल के लिए, 1856 टू 1863। उसने बहुत सारे पेपर्स भी लिखे। उसके जो स्टडी के ऊपर उसने जो लॉज दिए, वो लॉज नेचुरल हिस्ट्री ऑफ सोसाइटी ब्रिन में पढ़े गए। फिर कुछ पेपर्स उसने लिखे, उसमें से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पेपर है एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑफ प्लांट हाइब्रिडाइजेशन। ये पब्लिश भी हुआ है ना, प्रोसीडिंग्स मतलब पेपर में पब्लिश होना, रिमेंबर। लेकिन 1884 में वो मर गया, मेंडल डाइड। लेकिन किसी ने उसके काम को रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया। विदाउट एनी रिकॉग्निशन ही डाइड। अब क्वेश्चन आता है, उसका काम अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड क्यों रहा? Why his work remained unrecognized? So let's see that. Now, why Mendel work remained unrecognized? There are certain reasons. First reason is due to poor communication. So due to poor communication, उस जमाने में कम्युनिकेशन ठीक नहीं था। कैसे? The proceedings, यानी जो पेपर्स में इसका काम पब्लिश हुआ था, the proceedings in which Mendel work published जिस पेपर में इसका वर्क पब्लिश हुआ था, हैज लिमिटेड सर्कुलेशन, ये पहला रीजन। दूसरा रीजन, मेंडल यूज्ड स्टैटिस्टिकल मेथड्स एंड मैथमेटिक लॉजिक। मेंडल यूज्ड statistical methods and mathematical logics to explain biological phenomena. सो बायोलॉजी के कंसेप्ट को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए इसने क्या यूज किया है? स्टैटिस्टिकल मेथड्स एंड मैथमेटिकल लॉजिक्स को यूज किया. एंड एवरीबडी नोज बायोलॉजिस्ट हेट मैथमेटिक्स. सो दिस वाज नॉट एक्सेप्टेड बाय मेनी बायोलॉजिस्ट, which was not accepted by many biologists. तीसरा रीजन, ही खुद फेल हुआ. he himself failed while working on hawkweed. He himself got failed while working on hawkweed. Hawkweed is Hyraceum. इसको Hyraceum बोलते हैं. एंड बीन्स, और उस बीन का नाम था लबलब. Lubलब is a bee. So when he was working on hawkweed and beans, ये फेल हुआ. मतलब पायसम सटाइवम के रिजल्ट्स अलग थे और हॉकवीड और लबलब बीन्स का रिजल्ट्स अलग थे. सो ही फेल्ड. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली, his work was rediscovered by 3 scientists. His work was rediscovered by 3 scientists. ये था ह्यूगो डीवेरिस, कार्ल कोरेंस एंड थर्ड था शेरमार्क, एरिक Sherman. So these are the 3 scientists who rediscovered the work of Mendel. This Hugo de Vries, remember, he is from Holland. This Karl Korenz is from Germany. And the Erich Schemark, he is the student of Mendel and he is from Austria too. So these are the 3 scientists who rediscovered, and in 1991 Hugo de Vries found one paper of Mendel. And he published it in the journal, and he published it in the journal called Flora in the year 1901. So this is the introduction part of Mendel and why his work remain recognized. Now let's see, we understood Mendel worked on pea plants. Now the question comes, why only pea plants? Why Mendel selected pea plants? So let's see that. Now we know Mendel worked on pea plants, Pisum sativum, for 7 years. Now why he selected Pisum sativum only, pea plants only? What are the reasons? So let's understand why Mendel selected pea plants. Now first and most importantly, pea plants are very easy to grow. You can grow them in your backyard. So easy to grow. Second, their lifespan is very short. Lifespan is 3 to 4 months. Am I right? So बहुत लाइफ स्पैन छोटी है, 3 से 4 महीना है, तो एक साल में मेंडल 3 से 4 जनरेशन को स्टडी कर सकता है. सो मेंडल कैन स्टडी 3 to 4 जनरेशन इन 1 year. This is one. Second most importantly, these pea plants have defined observable characters. पी प्लांट्स के जो कैरेक्टर है वो बहुत क्लियर है, क्लियरली आप डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हो. यू कैन वेरी इजीली डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन दी कैरेक्टर्स. देन नेक्स्ट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, दिस पी प्लांट्स they have bisexual flowers. So pea plants have bisexual flowers, so they can undergo self pollination and can undergo self pollination and can undergo self pollination. In self pollination, pea plants undergo bud pollination. This is already asked NEET level question. So they can undergo self pollination. In self pollination they can undergo bud pollination. But you can make them undergo cross pollination. But can undergo cross pollination. You can make them undergo cross pollination. आप उसको क्रॉस पॉलिनेट भी कर सकते हो by using a technique emasculation and bagging. We'll see what is this emasculation and bagging in coming classes, and we already studied this in previous classes also. So normally, naturally they undergo self pollination, but you can make them undergo cross pollination. And how you are going to make it undergo cross pollination? By a technique called emasculation and bagging. Now next, through a single cross, through a single mating, through a single mating or crossing, सिर्फ एक क्रॉस से पी प्लांट कैन प्रोड्यूस several seeds, thousands of seeds. बहुत सारे ये बीज बना सकता है और इन बीज को आप आगे ग्रो कर सकते हो. एंड these seeds can be grown to form next generation and this generation can be studied and can be studied. Now, these pea plants, they show many characters. These pea plants, they show many characters. Pea plants show many characters, but out of many, Mendel selected 7 characters, and out of many, Mendel selected 7 pair of characters. तो मेंडल ने 7 कैरेक्टर्स सिलेक्ट किए हैं. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट आर दीज 7 कैरेक्टर्स सिलेक्टेड बाय मेंडल. नाउ एज वी नो मेंडल सिलेक्टेड 7 characters. What are the 7 characters? The first character selected by Mendel is the height of the plant. The second character is selected is flower color, third flower position, seed shape, seed color, pod shape and pod color. Now let's see first character, height. In height there are 2 traits or features. Now height, it may be tall or it may be dwarf. It may be tall or it may be dwarf. Don't get confused. Tall or dwarf. Tall and short. These two are height. One character. Remember, don't consider these two as 2 characters. These two are one character, that is height. Now in case of flower color, remember purple and the second one is white. Now you see tall and dwarf, but this tall is the dominant character and this dwarf is the recessive feature. इसका मतलब अगर मेंडल ने 100 पी प्लांट्स लिया है तो 100 में से he found 75% tall and 25% dwarf. तो ज्यादा कौन हुए? tall. तो tall is dominant character and dwarf is recessive character. In the same way, in case of flower color, purple is dominant character, white is recessive character. Flower position, axial is the dominant character, terminal position मतलब फ्लावर ब्रांच के टॉप में रहता है, दैट इज टर्मिनल पोजीशन, इज रिसेसिव कैरेक्टर. सीड शेप राउंड इज डोमिनेंट कैरेक्टर एंड wrinkled is recessive character. Seed color yellow is dominant character, green is recessive character, and pod shape inflated is dominant character, then constricted is recessive character. In pod color, remember green is dominant and yellow is recessive. Now these are the dominant character, these are the recessive character, these are the 7 characters selected by the Mendel. Let's see height. Height, which one is dominant? Tall is dominant, that's why we label it as T, capital T. But dwarf is recessive, so D will not become small d, we write it as small t. It is designated by the letter small t. Now here purple is dominant, so capital P. White is recessive, so it will not become W, it will become small p. So white is small p. Now axial, capital A, it is designated by capital A and this is designated by small a. Round designated by capital R, wrinkled is designated by small r. Yellow capital Y and this one is small y. Inflated capital I. Now this one is small I. Green capital G and this one is small g. So these are the letters. Capital letters are used for dominant feature. Recessive letters are used for small letters are used for recessive feature. Now one more thing. What we understood, in case of pea plant, a diploid condition consists 14 chromosomes. In diploid condition there are 14 chromosomes and in haploid condition there are 7 chromosomes. So in haploid there are 7 chromosomes and Mendel selected 7 characters. But all these characters, 7 characters which was selected by the Mendel, remember the characters selected by the Mendel, they are related to autosomes. They are present on autosomes. So all 7 characters selected by the Mendel present on autosomes. This one thing you need to remember first. So they are related to autosome. This is first one. Second, these 7 characters, they are not present on all 7 chromosomes. The characters selected by the Mendel are not present on all 7 chromosomes. Instead, this one, tall, this is present on chromosome number 4. This is present on chromosome number 5. This is present on chromosome number 4. This is present on chromosome number 7. And this one, remember, present on chromosome number 1. This is present on chromosome number 4. This is present on chromosome number 4. So you see, the chromosomes are present on 1, 4, 5, 7. So you see, these 7 characters which was selected by the Mendel present on 4 chromosomes. 1, 4, 5, 7. Only on 4 chromosomes. But how many total chromosomes present? 7. So these chromosomes are associated with only 4 chromosomes. One neat level question. Out of this 4 chromosome, on which chromosome more number of characters are present? Now, the more number of characters are present on chromosome number 4. So this was already asked in the NEET level examination, and this was discovered by Blixit. The characters selected by the Mendel are not present on all 7 chromosomes. They are only present on 4 chromosomes, 1, 4, 5, 7. And chromosome number 4 has highest number of characters selected by the Mendel. And these characters, they are not present on allosomes, sex chromosome. They are present on autosomes. This was discovered by Blixit. So these are the reason and the characters selected by the Mendel.